Bravo. Once again in Harambe, the word for hello is Jumbo. So Jumbo, everybody. Jumbo, excellent. My name is Lee. I'm the one up here. I'm the very small person in the very big seat. But I am going to be your safari guide aboard Simba 1. While we're out there, though, just a couple of really quick reminders. As I am a real person, I am also really driving this truck. But I am driving. A lot of people don't believe me. I don't know why. But I am driving this truck on natural terrain, so it's gonna get bouncy. Please secure the personal belongings. Hats, cameras, glasses, in-laws. Oh good, you're paying attention. But if anything falls off the side of the truck, it does have to stay there. I am not allowed to stop nor go back to pick it up. Also, like I said, I am a real person. I'm not an animatronic. So if you have any questions, anything you want to know, curious about, you don't even have to raise your hand. Just shout out your question. What about what? I'm sorry. Oh, the in-laws. Yeah, well, too much paperwork. Keep them in the truck. But having said all that, look to the right. Welcome to the Little Ituri Forest. That is an okapi. Oh, there's another cute little animal behind the tree all the way in the back, very hard to see. It's called a yellow-backed diker, if you happen to spot it, all the way in the back. These are both very, very shy animals. Now the okapi, it has black and white stripes and kind of looks like a zebra. But they are actually the only known relatives of, anybody know? The giraffe, and I think I heard it, very good. You know, even Mother Nature has a just kidding moment once in a while. Find a lot of that in the animal world. Coming up on the left. Oh, I see what I'm looking for. Hang on, there's another one, and he's closer. This is a black rhino. He's just very muddy right now. They love to roll around in the mud. That is a 3,000-pound animal with no natural enemies except for people. Humans have poached the black rhinos so much for their horns that there's only less than 5,000 of them left in the wild. Maybe. Ooh, to the right, top of the hill, another very shy animal. It's called a greater kudu. That is also the second tallest African antelope species. Oh, this bird on the left, that's a saddle-billed stork. And there's some bongo back there. You know, bongo are so shy that they're called the ghosts of the forest. So that is a treat. Yes. Oh, yes. If they feel like it. Well, hey. Oh, by the way, something I forgot to tell you. You're going to want to put those cameras on a sport or an action mode. I can only give you 5 seconds when I stop for animals. And I cannot stop for every animal everywhere. But I'm going to go slow, like for what's on the right-hand side. By the broken tree. This is the Safi River, and below the people, that's a hippo. There's more of them on the left. Those are the ones I'm going to stop for. Hang on, let me just pull up a little more. Can everybody see if I stop here? Right, if ever you can't see, just let me know. Just don't stand up, please. Thank you. Also to the left, the grayish-white birds are pink-backed pelicans. So named for the pink spots they get on their backs every mating season. Oh, and more hippos. I have a trivia question. Does anybody know what a group of hippos are actually called? They're called a bloat. A bloat of hippos. Now that's because they weigh over 5,000 pounds apiece. Oh, that is a float of Nile crocodiles. And I hope this bridge holds together, because you don't want to join them for breakfast. Yeah, these guys are very real. And they're ambush predators. They'll lie in wait for weeks for their prey to show up, using natural camouflage as a disguise. So, time to go. Yeah, come on, Symbol 1, giddy up. Yeah. Horsepower. A very slow horse, though, I'm afraid. But this next area is going to be very, very different. Oops. It's going to be bigger. And it's going to come with different animals, birds, and foliage. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you what I mean by foliage. Did I happen to mention this was a 2-week safari? I hope no one's in a hurry. Here we go. Rhinos can eat about 150 pounds of food per day. No, elephants eat more. They eat about 300 pounds of food a day. But when I tell you about foliage, I mean look to the right. Normally I don't stop for it, but I don't seem to have a choice right now. That's a baobab tree. It's more affectionately called the upside down tree, because it looks like it's growing roots up. Baobab trees, though, they can live for thousands of years. In fact, the bigger they are, the older they are. But we'll see more of them later. In the meantime, start looking around you. In fact, look up ahead. Get those cameras ready. Keep your eyes open. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Welcome, one and all, to the Serengeti grasslands, also known as the savannah. Now this is where you're going to see a lot of your favorites, like giraffes. Now I want to get closer to those giraffes. I want to make sure y'all get an awesome view before I slow down or stop for them. So bear with me on this. But I also want you to know that every animal you are about to see, they have worked together. And they have built this entire landscape, soup to nuts. And when I say that, I mean animals like giraffes. They're the savannah cleanup crew. They eat the undersides of the trees, allowing for sunlight. Elephants, they're the demolition crew. They bulldoze down the trees so they can eat them, allowing grass to grow. Antelopes, wildebeest, zebras, and animals just like them. They are all the savannah landscape artists. They mow and prune the grass so that new grass is room to grow. My guess is we're going this slow because animals are getting in front of the trucks in front of us. Happens all the time, just kind of gums up the works like this a little bit. On the left-hand side, now I can't guarantee we're going to see them, but there might be hyenas. Now I can't guarantee because they are very, very nervous. We are only just introducing them into the reserve. and they're not quite used to us yet. So I also am not allowed to stop. I think I see them in the cave, but I'm not sure. Y'all have a higher vantage point than I do, so. Oh, well, straight ahead on the right, there's some Ankole cattle. The only domesticated animals you're going to find here. They're the spotted and non-spotted varieties. And those horns are 20 inches in circumference and 5 to 6 feet in length. But they're honeycomb like our lungs. That's how they stay on their heads. And you know what? How about I make a stop, not just for the Ankole, but also for this giraffe. Can everybody see? Y'all see the baby giraffes as well? On the left, not only is there a giraffe, but there's also a Patterson eland, the largest African antelope species. He's behind the giraffe. And these cone-like structures, by the way, these are termite mounds. You find a lot of those on the savannah. You know, baby giraffes start out at about 5 to 6 feet tall. And I think they're on Maasai. So when they grow up, they're going to be 15 to 18 feet tall. Unless, of course, they're reticulated, which is entirely different. Then they're going to be 18 to 20. Every single one of these animals, though, they work together. Or harambe. And they create a balanced ecosystem. It's that balanced ecosystem which is going to mean enough food for everybody. Like these white-bearded wildebeest on your right. Now these guys are also known as gnu, spelled G-N-U. And that's for the sound that they make when they migrate. And I'll bet that's something you never knew. Sorry. I was wondering if anybody was still awake. Now, my friends, you are only looking at just a few of the reasons why this is the Africa that we are working so very, very hard to protect. And I need to ask, how y'all doing so far? Pretty cool, right? Well, you know what? It's about to get better. You're gonna love this next area for 2 reasons. It's called Monkey Point. It's the home to a troop of mandrill monkeys, if we can find them. And it's the start of elephant country. So as I turn this corner, make sure you're looking on both sides. In fact, look to your left. Right between the branches of the log. Can everybody see them? Does anyone know the difference between a monkey and a chimpanzee?
Tail.
Tails, yes. Monkeys have tails. Chimps do not. And if you look very closely, you're going to see that these guys have cute little stubby tails on their rear ends. Now, I don't see an elephant yet, but I do have an idea. We are going to take the shortcut. I think we need to go deeper into elephant country. What do y'all say to that? I love your enthusiasm, especially yours, sir. All right, so the shortcut is good. Oh, man. told me they were closing it. Oh no, now we have to go the long way. No, you don't understand. I don't like to go this way. I'll show you why when I'm done sulking. And by the way, that's not a light, that's a tree. It's a very rare tree. There's only one of its kind. The leaves change spontaneously. But that is why I don't like to go this way. I don't wanna. I am gonna go pole, that's very slowly, because that's duct tape. Not that I think anything's gonna happen. Whoa boy! I promise I'll call my mother, just please. I was wrong, that happened. Time to go. Mush, simple one. Whew. Guess I have to call my mother now, huh? I did promise. Ooh, but in the meantime, look where it left us. These are the red clay pits. This is elephant country. And look on your right. Elephants hip. Ooh, to the left as well. Now, unfortunately, I cannot stop here, but I am going to stop for the ones just up ahead. That's not a beautiful view anyway. Incidentally, they eat the red clay back there. It provides them with essential minerals. And we're studying elephant communication patterns because we want to know how elephants survive in the wild through communication. And elephants really do communicate with each other. It's like they have their own language. They're very social and extremely intelligent. And I am going to stop. Can everybody see if I stop here? I do apologize for the burlap and all the weeds. Now, like I said, elephants will eat over 300 pounds a day. Of course, it's all got to go somewhere, so they'll also poop about 300 pounds a day. Unfortunately, though, also, one of the things elephants like to eat are farmers' crops. And the farmers have been shooting them, which doesn't help anything. Oh, well, you know what? I'll make one more quick stop in the furthest left-hand corner. But we've also learned that elephants are very afraid of bees. So we've taught the farmers to put up bee fences. The elephants won't go near the bee fences. Ergo, they won't go near the crops. And the farmers make an extra profit off of all the honey they sell. So it's a win-win. Those are greater flamingos, by the way, on that mysterious island. And does anybody know what a group of flamingos are called? A flamboyance. And if you think about it, it fits. Oh, and speaking of fitting, we have just fit into another of my favorite parts of the reserve. And there's something I'm looking for, and I think no, I didn't see it. I don't see it yet. There's going to be a lot of somethings I'm going to be looking for. But one of the most major things I want to find are white rhinos. Keep your eyes open because they can be anywhere. Now, even on the best reserves, rhinos, black and white, they are still hounded by poachers for their horns. Whoops. Well, I don't see rhinos yet, but if you look to the left, we might get to see a cheetah. Do you see before? What, you do see one? Can everybody see one? Let me pull up a little bit more. Maybe we'll... Oh, hello. Okay. That's lucky. By the way, in a race between my truck and a cheetah, who would win? The cheetah, every time. Cheetahs run at speeds of over 60 miles an hour. This truck only does 8. That's on a good day, too. Oh, another one. The far right corner, everybody. Please, once again, do not stand up. But you know, cheetahs and farmers are also having it tough because cheetahs will eat farmers' livestock. So the farmers, they've started adopting very big dogs. Now the dogs won't hurt the cheetahs. They'll intimidate them and drive them away. Believe it or not, anything bigger than a cheetah is very, very scary to them. Ooh. And speaking of things that are bigger than cheetahs, look at what's on the copy. Don't stand up, I'm gonna come around and then we're gonna stop for it. That's a beautiful female lioness. Bless you. Let's do it again. No worries. Can everybody see if I stop here? You know, when they come out to hunt, it's the females that do 80 to 90% of all the hunting in the pride. The males, they have their place, they take care of the pride, and they make sure nothing invades their territories. The males also eat first. I don't know how that's fair, but that's the way it is. That is a white rhino on the right. Can everyone see if I stop here? You know what? I also do see those zebras up ahead. But I can get you a better view of them in a little bit. I want to see if I can find you now a male lion. Now when they come out to hunt, they will also hunt farmers' livestock. And they are not afraid of any dog. I'll give you another look at the female. So what the farmers have started to do is they have started putting up what's called a living wall. Now a living wall is a chain link fence surrounded by foliage just like this. So the lions, they can't see, nor can they get to the livestock. Oh, and I also see not only a warthog, but some of her piglets. And I think they look like little lima beans. The largest burrowing mammals. Also coming up on the left, there's some ostrich eggs. They weigh about 3 pounds each. And I see a couple of ostriches. They must be taking a break. On the right, those brown animals are bontebok. And I'm going to make a quick stop for these beautiful Grant zebras. Oh man, why is that ostrich crossing the road? Thank you. I was hoping somebody would say it. Getting back to the zebras though, you know, zebras are also very hounded by poachers. And I'm gonna make just a quick stop. This is their land, folks. We just borrow it. So if they want to cross, we let them. And with all the poaching going on, rangers are having a tough time keeping up. So what they've done is they've taught the local villagers what to do should they ever see a poacher in their area. They've also been taught basic veterinary skills, so they know how to stabilize an injured animal while they're waiting for more help to arrive. And on that note, welcome now to Magadi Glen. On the left, that's a scimitar horned oryx. Can everyone see? Now their horns resemble the Middle Eastern scimitar sword of ancient times. That's where they get their name from. And there's another really cool fact. They're a desert species. And to conserve water, they can actually hold in their sweat until their body temperatures reach 116 degrees. Humans can only do up to 105, and even then you got big problems. Well, I hope you got to see your favorite animals. And I hope you took some awesome pictures. I also hope you learned a little something about conservation. Extinction is forever. They don't come back. So it's everyone's job to protect wildlife and wild places. Not just in Africa, but all over the world. Harambe means work together. If we harambe, we can protect the planet. Even the smallest things like recycling has the biggest impact on the environment. In the long run, you really are protecting many different species of wildlife. Especially if you're recycling things like your electronic devices. But having said that, we've come to the end of our journey.